Tonight we continue our special report, Mushroom Gold. We take a look at the role of law enforcement in the annual harvest of matsutake mushrooms in and around Chemult.
Klamath County Sheriff's Office says with a drop in price for the delicacy came a decrease in crime, but the agency says it's still responsible for protecting the natural resource and the safety of harvesters. Here's News 10's Jessica DeNova.
2839
Klamath County Sheriff's Office says every year, September through November, mushroom harvesters set up camp in and around Chemult, ready to pick matsutake mushrooms, also known as mattake or pine mushrooms.
A lot of these guys that are picking, it's their job. You know, it's what they make their livelihood on, and they're up here picking the mushrooms and hoping that they have a decent to higher price.
Corporal Brian Bryson says in his 17 years with the Klamath County Sheriff's Office, he has seen a pound of matsutakes in Chemult go for about $300.
When it gets that high, we start having more problems with gang members coming in and offering protection for the pickers and kind of forcing it on them more than anything.
The heyday of the 1990s are gone forever when they were, paying over hundreds of dollars per pound. Those days are long gone.
Carl Wilmsen, executive director of the Northwest Forest Worker Center, says lately more harvesters are popping up throughout the globe, bringing down the value of the mushroom on the international market. Wilmsen admits, though the price of the rare mushroom has dropped, some crime has stuck around.
Just like any community, you're always going to have that small percentage of people who do that. But most of them are honest, hardworking people who are just trying to earn an honest living.
I think that overall that it's a good group. It's like everything else. There's a few bad ones, and those are the ones that we're trying to take care of and control.
Our biggest concern is picking in no picking areas and carrying concealed weapons.
The U.S. Forest Service tries to limit these violations when it sells matsutake harvesting permits, requiring pickers to first watch a PowerPoint presentation outlining the rules and giving them a map letting harvesters know where they can and can't pick, what size they can take, and how to ensure both their safety and that of the natural resource.
To protect the natural resource is being followed for future people to enjoy those resources.
Then it's up to Forest Deputies like Steve Leslie to make sure harvesters put their new lessons to use.
They still have their constitutional rights. We can't just pull them over and check their permits. There has to be a traffic violation or some obvious violation which gives us the ability to stop the vehicle and then contact them for whatever else we think might be in the car.
Corporal Bryson says one common violation could cost mushroom pickers more than a citation fee.
We always have traffic accidents this time of year out in the woods because the pickers are in such a hurry to get to and from camp that they're driving too fast, unsafe for the conditions.
Deputy Leslie says calls also come from lost harvesters.
Either poor communication, they don't know the area, and it's in rough terrain where it's fairly easy to get turned around and lost in. Everything looks the same.
Covering your news in Chemult, Jessica DeNova, News 10.
Wilmsen says harvesters came from across the Northwest. Tomorrow night, we'll bring you a closer look at their lives in Chemult as we take you inside a mushroom camp.